I really didn't know how to start this video, so I'm just gonna start by reading off the new classic franchise updates, which is a weird name to call franchise, but I'll get onto that later. So the new X Factors make their way into franchise. You think that it would. Like, they put the new ones that were new last year in, so why wouldn't they? It doesn't make sense. Franchise had an expanded wildcard playoff to match the NFL. Like, no duh. It's it's a simulation game. It's supposed to simulate the NFL. If it doesn't simulate the NFL, then it's not a simulation game of the NFL. They updated all rookie contracts. I'm pretty sure they already do that anyways. They made it to where your second ability slot, like your superstar ability, doesn't come until 85 overall, which is something, I guess. I don't know. Fixed logic, multiple cases in logic of players considered for a dev trait upgrade at the end of the season not checking the correct stat types. I don't know what that means. I thought the logic was pretty good. Like, for last year, is like, yo, you had a few good games. I think I can bring up my dev trait. You gotta get these stats to give me that dev trait. I thought it worked out well, but I don't know. Add a position specific O line archetype progression buckets for O tackles, O guards, and centers. And overall formula is based on buckets, whatever buckets are like those things that give you you upgrade. Like, you know how you had like you could pick between like three things to upgrade, like power back, receiving back, and elusive back. Those are buckets. And fix issues where, yeah, something about defensive playbooks. So, pretty much nothing. Nothing was added. Nothing of importance. Like last year, they really didn't add anything of importance either, which was, it was fine, because I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe we thought fifth year options was pretty cool, but I don't know what they had last year. Probably was the X factors were there to make it a bit better, I guess. I don't know how much different it was from Madden 19, but it's a lot worse this year. Um, this was so bad. This list was so bad that during a pandemic, hashtag Fix Madden Franchise got number one trending in the United States during a pandemic. Shows how this worked out. Show how people felt about Madden just kind of putting franchise to the side for another year, like they've been doing for 10 years. Anyways, I'm not that mad at the MUT community. The MUT community has actually been kind of supporting the franchise community in this and saying, like, that shouldn't happen. They should get features. And I don't even think MUT got that many features. Like, we don't know because they haven't sent the gridiron notes. It's probably just going to be more patch notes, but they haven't sent anything out for that yet. So it's probably just going to be MUT from last year. Maybe something else, don't know. Maybe they'll say, we added the new X Factors into MUT. Yeah, you should. Anyways, I'm not mad at the MUT community, because the reason this probably happened was the new face of the franchise. Face of the franchise, it actually looks really cool, but I'd rather have a franchise mode than about like a 2 or 3 hour story mode. I enjoyed Long Shot. It was really fun. The second Long Shot was terrible. Madden 20's face of franchise was also terrible. But let's talk about this new face of franchise, which looks cool. Anyways, so it's pretty much face of franchise, rise to fame. High school, you start out where you're the backup, but your friend that is ahead of you has some medical problems, which I don't know why that needs to be there, but I guess it adds to the story. I don't know why. And you have to choose to tell people about this thing that could be a risk to his health, or keep it a secret. Like, I don't know, if Tommy wanted to keep it a secret, then why would he tell me? Just saying. So, then you eventually end up, you play a game. I think you might play a few games in your senior year. No idea. Then college, which I read through the college thing, and it did not make sense to me. So you pick what college you chose to attend, and once you set foot on campus, the stakes get even higher, as you not only have to definitely navigate a quarterback controversy right out of the gate, because, I don't know if it's a controversy, but also have to figure out how to appease your domineering coach, Red O'Brien. You attempt to build your draft stock, win a championship or two during 2 years, and then coach is like, gotta switch to wide receiver or running back or go into draft. Which didn't make sense to me, because you're not allowed to, unless I missed something, I think you have to stay in for 3 years, like 3 years in college. So you could have a redshirt freshman. I don't know how that works. It's really confusing. I think you can come out your redshirt sophomore year, which, I don't know. Then combine and draft. Great. I actually like that they add the 40-yard dash back. Very cool. One thing I did not like, they had the Rich Eisen show, which probably will be only like a 5-minute clip. You could have taken out all that time you chose to make a 5-minute animation clip, because those can take a long time to make, and put it into maybe adding a feature to franchise. I don't know, just me. I'm looking at the pictures. It looks cool, and then there's a bunch of twists and turns to make it a little bit more playable, because last year it was just you go through the 3-hour stories, you maybe play a year or two, and then you're just like, I'm done, this is kind of boring. So one just franchise savior, next man up, understudy, bitter rivals, which is, it's just where you get on you talk trash to a defensive player on Twitter, and that happens. Dream team, sure. The comeback, you have an injury, comeback player of the year. Turf war, whatever that is. Yeah, it's probably just where your job's in jeopardy. And into the sunset. Snoop Dogg is in this. And Snoop Dogg's cool. But why is he in this? Why? I don't know. I'm just saying, I'd rather not have Face Up franchise and have 2 or 3 new features this year for franchise. Because probably they took some franchise people and put them into this. Make this work. And I just don't get it. What is this? It's the franchise Gridiron notes are a bunch of patch notes that I don't really care about. They're doing some next Gridiron notes on July 14th. Might make a video, but it's probably gonna be about Mutt. And truthfully, Mutt's probably gonna not have that much different with it either. Now, I'm gonna say it's maybe a little bit. I'm trying to not be as mean, because they're working from home, which is not a place. You'd probably rather work at EA, where they work. I'm just saying, I really, they disappointed everyone. Even people with, the lowest of expectation, they were also disappointed. And it's just why? Why did EA get exclusive licensing from the NFL again, if this is what they bring? And their executive producer did say he was gonna fix it. They're gonna try to fix it before Madden 21, and that's not what most people want. People want like a 3 to 5 year plan to fix it. Like they want a plan. They want to see a written out plan to fix this. They don't want a promise. They want a proof of they want a written out plan. They don't want a promise that has been broken already so many times. Anyways, I'm just saying, I'm not mad about the face of the franchise. If it were me. Also, I want to talk about Mud again. Mud. Do not buy Madden, points or whatever they're called. I forgot what they're called. Mud points. Don't buy the Mud points that you have to use to buy packs. Don't buy packs. Just don't. Buy Madden coins if you're going to try to compete in, Mud. And buy players from the auction house. That's how you're gonna, prove to Madden or to EA that this isn't what we want. That's how you stand up. Also, let's talk about how Mud and opening packs is pretty much just kids gambling. It's not okay. How is it legal? I don't know, but it is. Because they literally give you the percentage of what you're gonna get. Isn't that what they do at casinos? I don't get it. You get something, I guess, but it's probably, if it's not worth your money, then that's gambling. You're gambling. Don't gamble your money away. Also adding in, these are things that used to be in, Madden franchise. This is from 2016, so some things are missing, sorry. Assistant coaches, retired players as coaches, ability to hire actual unemployed coaches in postseason and not just generic ones, which I think that has been implemented in the game by now. I think I've seen that, but I don't know. Create a stadium, I want that. Custom draft classes, they have that now. Ability to control all 32 teams in owner mode. Not a thing. I don't think there's even an owner mode. The Tony Bruno Show. Create a team. I want create a team. Give me back create a team. Expansion team / drafts. Where is that? I want that. Senior Bowl. I want a Senior Bowl. That'd be fun. In-game saves. Ability to change soundtrack. The old outro of NFL clip montages. Camera views of stadiums. Editing players' positions. I think that's a thing. Yeah, this is in here. Yeah, you can do that now. Mascots. Huh? I don't think I've seen a mascot. Pre-game shows. Create a fan. Where? I don't know. In-game highlights. I think that's a thing now, but if it isn't. Real TV broadcast integrations. That's not there. It's just EA Sports. EA Sports is on TV, right? Detailed player cards. Pretty much like where they went to college, height, weight. Maybe have you seen 2K player cards? Yeah, kind of like that. Dynamic attendance. Pretty much it was if you were sucking, the attendance would go down, but if you were playing really well and your team was in going to the playoffs, then you would have higher attendance. Also, I don't know, this might be an older game, but you could create your own playbook. So that's what has been missing in Madden franchise. Just so y'all know. This was fun.